Welcome back to Neon Trash. I'm your host, Tommy the Hammer. Tonight we're going to be doing my end of the year or New Year's review. We're going to be checking out the Asian film called Peppermint Candy. Now, this movie was given to me by my good buddy BC. He's one of the members of the Neon Trash crew, and I definitely hold his opinion on films in high regards. The guy's never steered me wrong, and I know tonight his gift is not going to steer me wrong. You guys know this routine. Check out the trailer. Peep that shit, guys, and when we get back, you're going to know Tommy the Hammer's opinion on Peppermint Candy.
이상해요. 여기 내가 한 번도 와본 적이 없거든요. 근데 옛날에 한 번 와본 데 같아요. 저 철교랑 강이랑 다 낯익어요. 여긴 내가 너무나 잘 아는 데거든요.
그런 건요, 꿈에서 본 거래요.
정말 꿈이었을까요?
영호 씨 그 꿈이요, 좋은 꿈이었으면 좋겠어요. 아저씨 무슨 사연 있는 분 같아, 그죠?
당신 보고 싶어해요.
당신 지금 장난하는 거지? 그 여자가 이제 와서 왜 날 찾아?
네가 그렇게 대단해. 누구야 이리 나와.
당신 마음 다 알아요. 변하지 않아도 다 알아요. 난 당신이 행복해지길 바랬는데.
나 다시 돌아갈래.
삶은 아름답다. 그렇죠?
And much like this movie right here, I'm going to start at the end and tell you guys straight away that Peppermint Candy is a 10 out of a 10. Wow, what an incredibly moving and completely affecting piece of work Peppermint Candy is. Now, that's not to say that I can relate to the character in this movie completely, because I can't. Yeah, he was a fascinating lead. I fell in love with him as an actor. I liked all of his nuances to this character. As a viewer that was kind of coming into this movie blind and didn't really know what to expect with the movie Peppermint Candy, I was wholly invested. I loved the way the movie was executed, and the interesting element to the film is that when you first started out, it's a very chaotic and intense experience. I mean, you're beginning with a man's death, essentially, and there was a lot to sink your teeth into. But as the movie went on and you were going back in time throughout this man's life, you were gathering information and understanding as to why he feels the way that he does. There were some things where you were like, you know what, I can understand that. Or certain moments where you were just like, holy shit, what are you thinking, man? But we've all been there. We've all made poor decisions in our life. We've all been through some shit and had terrible experiences that help shape our future. And sometimes you can let it go. Sometimes you can evolve past that and not let all the horrible things that happen to you tear you down. But then there are other times where you simply can't. And it was this element that I gravitated to the most, because ever since, let's be blunt, 2020, in my personal experience, there has definitely been a lot of bad things that have happened, and certain things I just can't shake. The soundtrack to this movie is superb. I felt like it really helped envelop me into the overall story. It felt exquisitely beautiful, but also very warm and sentimental, and kind of like coming home again, if that makes sense. He's always around trains and train tracks and subway cars and just all of this industrial, like cold metal, and it really kind of helps full send the overall message of the movie in terms of a mood. I found the ending of the movie, which is actually the beginning, to be extremely poignant because he began as such an innocent character, a man that found some beauty in the world. And what you get by the end is a man that has been broken down from the top to the bottom. He's a man that has experienced a lot in his life, in terms of his work, in terms of his personal life, in terms of the decisions that he makes, and just watching the full scope of it unfold as a viewer it's wonderful. I love movies that transverse decades because you can get a broader perspective of a character, and I don't mind when a movie is a little bit long in the tooth in terms of the overall runtime. Peppermint Candy is the real experience, and if you want to watch something that takes all of those frustrations that you as an individual might feel throughout, the years in your life, and puts it into a film and makes the viewer understand that an individual can go through a lot and experience a lot, be it positive things or negative things, and come out from it a certain way, well then this is the movie for you, because it takes that complex ideology and questioning and puts it into film, and that's a wonderful thing. So it's a great movie, and it's one of those movies that you're going to want to revisit because there's a lot going on. I hope I've been informative, guys. Until the next time, tune in to Neon Motherfucking Trash. Cheers.